I guess it's about two young women who are trying to figure out how to fulfill the sort of promise that their parents set out for them and that their parents prescribed for them. Well, Scarlett Johansson plays Mary, and I was just so excited to get to work with her. I've been a huge fan of her since we were kids, and it's so rare to get the opportunity to work with someone your age, and particularly another woman your age, that I think both of us were sort of thrilled at the prospect of, working with a peer. And it was amazing. She's such a wonderful actress, and maybe my best scene partner ever. Like, she's just was really in it with me, and I felt that we really had a connection. Like, between scenes and stuff, we would keep it just locked, and we would have this sort of rapport that was really really gave you focus when everything around you is, they're shifting scenes and lighting, scenery and lighting, and people are moving around and talking, and you've got this sort of focus with this person. Eric Bana is just a pleasure to be around. I mean, he's just such a fun and funny person, and he's also such an amazing actor. I mean, I was so excited that he agreed to be in the film because, between Munich and Chopper, and I just think he's supremely talented. And it was great too because he's physically so much bigger than Scarlett and I, that I think it creates a really good visual on screen of this sort of imposing figure and these two little like elves who sort of ruin his world,
For me, it's a very personal story about these sisters and their, this, and what kind of, to me, this story is kind of a means to an end in a way. We already know the end going into it. We know that what the outcome was for Anne, but it's the story behind that, the personal story behind that I think we're telling. I just absolutely loved working with Natalie. She is an incredible actor, unbelievably kind and generous with her performance and personally, and I found it to be very inspirational working with her. Just to see how she found her way through a scene, and that she could go again and again and again and still generate the same, tension and emotion, and make it bigger and smaller and mold it to according to Justin's direction. And I absolutely loved working with her. I just loved working with Eric. He's very funny, actually. I didn't expect him to be so funny. He always plays such serious characters, but I didn't realize that he was a stand-up comedian before he started this crazy job being a dramatic actor. So it was just nice to have, especially I think when you're doing a film that's so heavy, to have some lightness on the set, and he's just a great guy all around.
There was a kind of spoilt bratness to it. There was a real manliness about it. There was a craziness about it. There was an unpredictability about him that I loved, and a danger, a real danger. I just loved all of it. I just thought it was, incredibly complex for character for an actor to take on, and the story's great. Natalie was first on board. So when the project came to me, I already knew that she was playing Anne. So I was particularly excited because I've been a big fan of hers for a long time. I think she's really incredible. And then Scarlet came on board, which was it made so much sense that she had been cast as Mary, and the two of them together. It was just I remember just thinking, well, this is just going to be really incredible, because the story was, to me, kind of faultless. He's always willing to try different things, which is always music to your ears. He's always open to the actors' ideas and very open to, little changes with the script and with dialogue. And he's an open canvas, which is fantastic.
The film really is about ambition, greed, power, rivalry between families, rivalry between sisters, between, in this world to get on. And the Boleyns did rise incredibly quickly and did become incredibly powerful. I was blessed with this amazing cast: Mark Rylance, David Morrissey, Kristen Scott Thomas, and also brilliant newcomers, And that was what was fantastic, people like Juno Temple, Eddie Redmayne, Jim Sturgis, these incredible young up-and-coming actors that, it was one of their first jobs, and they come in and do such a great job. They were so good.